What's up guys, in this video I'm gonna give you a demonstration of Xbmc running on the Raspberry Pi Model B+. So I got this Raspberry Pi with a kit called the Cana kit. Right now it cost about 70 bucks on Amazon. I got it for about 73 bucks. So I'm gonna give you a demonstration of how it works. I actually did not use the micro SD card that the kit came with, which is a 8GB Samsung micro SD card. Instead, I used my old micro SD card that I took it out from a phone, from an Android phone. So the installation of Raspbmc or Xbmc on Raspberry Pi is very simple, for Windows at least. There is an application, you select your micro SD card and it installs it for you. And then one problem that I had is I had to delete a text document that's called a USB on my micro SD card. For some reason, when I formatted the micro SD card, it created a USB, so it was recognizing the micro SD card as a USB drive. That's why I had a couple problems. So for the installation, you have to be connected to a Ethernet port at first, and then you could take it out and plug in your 802.11n USB adapter. So right now I'm using the Cana kit USB adapter that the kit came with, and that worked perfectly. After the installation, I was able to connect to Wi-Fi directly and had no problem. So right now I'm demoing this with a 1080p monitor. It's a HP Pavilion 22BW. So the problem with this monitor is it does not have a sound output or a 3.5mm jack for me to output sound, nor does it have a speaker. So I actually had to use the 3.5mm jack that the Raspberry Pi has, and which worked perfectly. I went to settings, changed that, and it worked fine. There was no problems. So right now I'm going to give you a demonstration of how well it works. It actually works really well. It seemed very fast, very fluid, but there was a couple crashes. So when I was downloading a lot of add-ons, you could get add-ons such as YouTube, CNET, Discovery Network, something that you could see stuff on. So I was able to play YouTube videos, but while on the setting, it crashed multiple times. The Raspberry Pi restarted automatically, which was not a big deal, but it was kind of like a hassle. There might be a better software update coming pretty soon, which hopefully doesn't have any crashes. But in terms of going through the user interface, it's very fast. It doesn't seem to have any hiccups. And if you do have hiccups or any problem, there is ways to overclock it. Speaking of overclock, I noticed something very cool when I downloaded Xbmc. If you go to hardware information, you will notice that the processor is clocked at 850 MHz. So they did overclock it for you. So even if you're not going to overclock it, it's already pre-overclocked to a pretty safe overclock where you're not going to have any overheating or crashing problems. So what can you do with Xbmc? As you can see right in the monitor, I am currently playing a YouTube video directly. So you could get add-ons such as YouTube and play YouTube video directly. There is also other ways. The most popular option is using AirPlay. So if you have any Apple device, there is something called AirPlay that's used to play from your iOS device to an Apple TV. Or in this case, you could use AirPlay to play whatever you're playing on your iOS device to Xbmc or Raspberry Pi. And that worked very well on iOS 4 to iOS 6, but I did have a lot of problems with iOS 8. First of all, for me, iOS 8 just did not seem to play any video source. So I'm using a YouTube app called MCTube. I also tried it with normal YouTube app, and it was not able to transfer the video. It was able to play the audio, so keep that in mind. There might be an update that hopefully fixes issues with iOS 8. Now let's talk about how well it plays a video directly from like a USB flash drive. So I connected a 16 gig USB flash drive that contained the Amazing Spider-Man Blu-ray RIP, and it worked perfectly. Have a look. As you could see, the sound and the video that's coming from the Raspberry Pi is not bad at all. The video is not compressed at all. I believe this is a 1.83 gigabyte file, and it played really well. There's no problem. The 1080p looks amazing, and the sound doesn't have any bad amplification. So Raspberry Pi is amazing, but would I recommend it as a home media center just for this? I'm not sure, but if you want to be able to tweak things, try other things, there is more update coming up for Xbmc that hopefully works better and don't have any crashes. But I don't think this is gonna replace as a Chromecast. There is more things that you could do with this, but Chromecast is a better solution for just home media center. It's gonna work better, you're not gonna have any problems. Xbmc on this does work really well, but occasionally you're gonna see crashes, and with Chromecast you're not going to see that much problem as with this. Besides being a home media center, the Raspberry Pi could do a lot of things. Right now I'm running Raspbian and I'm playing Minecraft creative mode, and it's working really well. For a $35 computer, the things that you could do is really limitless, and there is a lot of forums that helps you learn programming and stuff like that. So even if you're not buying it for home media center, or even if you buy it and you see that it doesn't work as well as you thought it did, there's stuff that you could do that will give worthwhile for your money. So I really recommend buying the Raspberry Pi. I'll have a link to Raspberry Pi in the description below. I will also have the kit that I bought, where it comes with a lot of things that you could do, such as LED and buttons. So that's pretty much all. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch the Minecraft video that's coming up pretty soon, it could be already there. Check out my channel and subscribe for more Raspberry Pi and tech related video. Thanks for watching.